Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favor channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. Y'all, it's Shades of Pink this week. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Everybody, please make sure, ladies especially, go and get your mammograms. Take care of your wellness and your bodies. Now, also, I want you to remember, please comment, like, and share at the end of the video. If you have not subscribed, hit subscribe, y'all. It won't cost you a penny. Now, all this week, I've been dedicating the show to the most requested topics that the ladies want to address. And I'm not going to be able to hit all of the topics, but for the majority of the ones on this relationship and talking about men, I'm going to do my best to hit a little bit of all of the areas. Next week, I will devote the time to the most requested topics the men want to talk about. So please, everybody, remember, I am not taking sides. I am not an expert. I am not a guru. All I do is just give you my thoughts and opinions based on what you say. Now, yesterday, I hit the issue about making choices in the man that you want, or the choices that men make. So men, I want you to understand something, and I want to be very clear. The women have expressed, last night I got some emails that say, Auntie, make it clear to the men, we don't mind helping. We don't mind helping. But the problem becomes when we got to do it all. And then when they expect us to do it all, or they expect us to help them. They want to come into our lives with nothing and want us to help them build their brand. The women make it clear, we don't mind riding with you, but the problem is you got to treat us better. You got to do right by us. You know, and some of the women said last night in their emails, these men, when we help them, they leave us. And they go to somebody else and say we ain't on their level. But we're the ones that stood there in the gap with them. We got down in the mud with them and brought them up. And they walked away. And it goes back to say, like I said yesterday, it's okay that you have types. It's okay for people to say, you know what? I've grown and I've decided that this relationship is not working anymore. But man, stop using these women. Stop using women for clout chasing. Stop using women simply because you feel like you are entitled to their money. I'm sorry, but it's a lot of these females out there paying alimony to you. Okay, y'all finna say, well, what's wrong with that? Men been doing this for years. That is true. But I hate to say this, but some of you ladies, these men have preyed on you. Not prayed for you or prayed with you, P-R-A-Y. Pray, P-R-E. They've preyed on you. They have watched how you move, how you navigate. They know the things that you say you need from a man. And as I said this before in a couple other videos, some of these guys are very crafty. And they can say the right thing, and they get up on you. And women are driven by their emotions. They fall all in love and get in their feelings when this guy, he ain't really feeling you like that. But you got something they want or something they need, and they know how to get up on you to get it. And that's just real talk. Now, the thing is, like I told the ladies, I know some of these subjects and some of the things I'll say is kind of uncomfortable to hear, and I know it might get you in your feelings, y'all, but let's be honest for a moment here. We all know that there are people, male and female, who are not right for you. We know this. We all know that some relationships are basically this not going nowhere. And as I said yesterday, you're talking about these relationships in your email, but some of you are allowing people to waste your time. That's on you. And you got to own your part of all of this. Ladies, I get what you're saying, but it's not always just what the men are doing. Some of you got to sit in it and own your part of the story and own that you have contributed to some of this, or you have allowed some things and you just don't like it. But we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. So We all know men who play games with women. We know this. People who are nothing but game players. They string women along. They have no real intent for a monogamous relationship or for marriage, but they can keep the jig going up as long as they need to. Yet they keep on making babies, not just with you, but with other women as well. They continue the cheating, they continue the lying, the half in, half out. We off and on, or we done took a break, all of this stuff y'all talking. Men, women are tired of you wasting their time. Now, I heard you, men, but Pastor KZ, women do the same thing. Yeah, but we ain't talking about that this week. We'll talk about that next week. We're talking about what the women's saying about y'all this week. And they're saying y'all need to quit playing games. You need to grow up. You need to stop your cheating, stop your lying. But let me pause it there. I told you the other week, some of you women talking about he cheating on you, you are in a rotation. He is not committed to you or giving you a title. And some of you women who are just living with these men, or you are the baby mama, you are not entitled to nothing. Nothing but child support. You want to walk around here and think this man should treat you as his wife, respect you as the wife. You're just another one of the many women that had children for him. You don't have no right. Well, I'm the first baby mama. Like that's something to be proud of. But you want to bash these men, but you played a part in this. But y'all women, you're saying you're tired of them wasting your time. Now, let me say this, man. If you're not interested in a woman, just tell her up front and keep it moving. If you're not feeling them, it's okay. But what is not okay is to mislead somebody. Misrepresenting, that's a better term. You're misrepresenting who you are and what you want from the relationship. And I just feel like you're not being honest with these women. Some of you, not all, some of you. In the end, you can be honest and tell a woman that, you know what, I don't mean any harm or disrespect. You're a very nice woman, but you're not the woman for me. I'm no longer interested in dating you. And you can walk away, men, with a clear conscience that you didn't do nothing shady and dirty. You kept it 100 and you parted ways, and that's okay, amicably. But when you dragging this thing out, half in, half out, off and on, break up just so you can go out and do what you want to do and then come back through again. That's just you wasting time. But here is what some women say you do. They say you come home late, if at all. When you do come home, you don't interact with them, you don't talk to them, and if she confronts you about your blatant disrespectful behavior or your lack of attention, your lack of doing household chores, you not paying the bills, you get indignant. Then you start blaming her, saying she nags all the time. Or the women y'all say, I'm so sick of you complaining, that's why I don't come home much. That's why I don't talk to you. You just get on my nerves. Okay. Ladies, let me say this. You already know that there's a problem right there. If he's living with you and he ain't coming home and you have made you got an understanding on commitment. Yeah, babe, you can go out with the boys. Like, I'm going to go out with the girls. This is my night. But we going to be home by 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. If y'all are in a relationship, why you not coming home? Why you staying out? Something is wrong right there. And for husbands, I'm sorry, but wives, if you allow your husband to come home 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, if you allow your husband to be gone on the weekends, no explanation, this ain't a work trip. He ain't even invited you to come along to work. And especially you ladies, as I said, you married women and you allowing this, it's a problem. Something going on there. Even though you complaining in these emails about it, you got to own your part of this story. So the men start blaming you, saying you nag them all the time. They just giving you excuses, ladies. You think your wife, married men, is supposed to cook, clean, take out the trash, pay the bills, take care of the kids, and shut her mouth when you not providing like you should. She need to shut her mouth and not say anything when you're not doing the things a husband should do. No, it's something wrong there. You ain't providing. You ain't protecting. You come home whenever you want to come home, going off and staying out and stuff. No, that's unacceptable, bro. And then you come home, and especially some of you women that have husbands that work in and out of town, and you ain't never went where he goes to work at, or he's gone for weeks on end, never coming home, or sometimes he come home, pack his bag, and go again. And he never invites you to go. You don't know where he's staying, what he's doing. Half of the time he don't even call you. Babe, I made it there safe. Or babe, this is an emergency number on my job. You can call if something go. None of that. Ladies, that's on you. That's on you. And another thing is, the women are saying, men, you all will not own up to when you are wrong. You will not own up to it. You will not apologize to them. You show no remorse for your behavior. You have this arrogance that you walk around with, that if you don't like it, you can go. Well, if you don't want me to be here, I ain't got to be here. Well, my response to that is, well, you ain't here anyway most of the time. So yeah, it's just like you're not here. So why don't you do me a favor and get the rest of your stuff and go on where you stay all the time? Here's an email. Hey, Auntie KZ, you have started something this week. But my complaint is the videos are way too short. Just as they're getting good, you end them. Please go longer. I'll try. And thank you for the email. She says here, I am 29 years old and you have stirred me up this week. I am a mother of 3 and they have the same father. We've been together off and on since high school. You hear that? Off and on. In and out, as I stated earlier. He always say he's not ready to be married. He doesn't want to be tied down. But we have a family, Pastor KZ. Auntie, I have hopes of our wedding day. Okay, I'm going to just read a little bit more. He comes home in a bad mood when he does come home. He only gives me money for the kids when it's school close time. And sometimes he'll give me money towards the rent. I'm gonna stop here, niece. I'm going to stop right here. Niece, he doesn't want you. He doesn't want to be married to you. He doesn't even really want to be in a relationship with you. You already said, off and on, y'all been together since high school. And you're 29 years old now with 3 kids. First of all, Auntie gonna give you this advice. Stop having babies with him. Number 2, go ahead and let him know. Free him. Let him go. Tell him you can go. You don't want to be tied down. So we're not committed in a committed relationship. So I think it's time for you to go ahead and go. Let's part ways. We can co-parent the children. We'll talk more about this type of behavior, but this behavior shows you this man is not committed to you, niece. He doesn't respect you. And I'm sorry to say, he's really not interested in you. It's time for you to let go and move on. See, sometimes y'all stay in these relationships, ladies, and you end up getting broken. You getting your feelings hurt. And she said here in this email, I have hopes of our wedding day. See, you got expectations that this man don't have. He's made it clear to you. So you can't say he's using you and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He made it clear to you. I do not want to be married. I do not want to be tied down. You sitting around thinking because you having children for him. And you in your mindset say, we are family. He hasn't said he's a family with you. All he says is he has children with you. In essence, that's why he only gives you money to buy school clothes. That's why he's not paying any bills there with you, because he is letting you know, this is not what I want. And as long as you keep letting him come in and out, changing clothes, packing his backpack, going somewhere else, that's what he's going to do. Niece, a man, and I'm going to say this to all women, men only do what you allow them to do. And you bash them, you criticizing them, But you allowing some of this bad behavior, you allowing them to misbehave and be disrespectful towards you. You know, own your part of this story and understand this. If a relationship is not giving you what you need from it, then you need to walk away. Because in the end, all you're doing is wasting your time. This week should have been about wasting your time, because that's what keep coming up. Young lady, you 29 years old. You still young. You still got a whole lot of life ahead of you. You got 3 children from this man. Do what you're supposed to do in providing and keeping your children with a roof over their head. But don't keep allowing this man to break you down, because the older you get, you're just going to end up being a bitter woman who's broken and hurt. And you may miss a good man that comes by who really will love you the way you want to be loved and take care of the responsibilities of the household. Y'all, what y'all think about it? I think, young lady, you need to get focused. As I say at the end of every video, y'all, get yourself focused. Ladies, get focused. Stop all of this allowing this bad behavior and you complaining about it and you crying about it and you feel broken and you angry and you bitter. You got to get focused and get some balance in your life. Because see, as I spoke on this several weeks ago, you all talking about what a man bringing to the table, but what are you bringing to the table and what are you allowing to be brought to the table? If you allow this type of behavior, that's what you're going to get. Y'all, always walk in favor. I'll see you back.